Ashok is one of the nicer places to live in the entire world of Niavár. Its people are a diverse group with roots all over the continents of Niavár and Korea. Its society is tolerant, even by our own modern standards, with no laws inhibiting different forms of expression or sexuality, and a strong focus on the concept of found family over bloodlines and names. As a result of this, Ashok's populace not only speaks many languages, but also enjoys the freedom to live fully self-determined lives, making their own future in this paradisiacal place. Well, that's not quite true. Ashok is a strict theocracy, and as such does not allow the free expression of religious beliefs. Preaching, or even just praying to any gods outside the holy nation's official pantheon, is a crime punishable by death. The rulers of Ashok, the 5 members of the Serpents' Council, are high priests of Karu Asar, the divine belief system based on age-old writings called the Ancient Tomes, which speaks of massive serpents breaking through the earth and taking their place in the sky above. The most important one of these serpents is Karam, the great night serpent, whose winding body is represented by the empty space between the stars. It's here I want to slide in a quick correction. In the last video I said Amur Alash meant children of the serpents, but it's actually children of the serpent, singular serpent, as it refers to Karam specifically and not all of the serpents. Speaking of Karam, in one of the teasers I called Karam the Great Sky Serpent instead of the Great Night Serpent. Sky Serpents is what the serpents are called collectively. Sorry about that. Seems like I can't make a video without at least one mistake in it. Oops. But moving on, other than Karam, there are 4 more of the so-called Sky Serpents. Kulum, the Sun Serpent, Aska, the Storm Serpent, Kabigal, the In-Between, and Dundu, the Misshapen. These deities of Ashok can only be seen by the Amul al-Ash, or White Eyes, who are children born with completely white irises, who suffer from debilitating visions. It's these White Eyes who make up the members of the Serpents' Council, the pain from their visions dulled, and their madness supposedly suppressed by a secret mixture of herbs brewed into a strong tea. The Serpents' Council is a secretive organization in more ways than one. Often its members aren't even known publicly, instead being referred to by the role they fulfill on the council. The Elder, the oldest member, is the only one whose name will be revealed upon their death, at which point they will enter public historical records, where they will be called the de facto leader of Ashok during their time as Elder of the Serpents' Council. Although their decisions shape Ashok's present and future, the members of the council leave their temple only on extremely rare occasions, instead letting their servants carry their word across the nation and beyond. The farthest travelers of these servants are the Erta, members of the council's inner circle, and as such privy to the most intimate of knowledge. It is the Erta who routinely leave Ashok to journey to the mainland in search of young white-eyed children to collect. To ensure they cannot leak any of the council's secrets, they have no tongue and are illiterate. Their entourage will almost always be made up of a few guards and at least one negotiator. When the Erta bring back the children they hand-picked based on the information available to them, they will present them to the council members, of which each one will pick a single child to adopt. As this process is repeated every few years, each member of the Serpents' Council will eventually end up with a large number of children under their personal care. Here's why this is essential to the way the Serpents' Council works. Each of the 5 members wears a wristband representing one of the 5 sky serpents. The council's oldest member will always be the one to wear the band representing Karam, making them the elder, whose vote counts double whenever the council makes decisions. When an elder dies, Karam's band goes to the next oldest, making them the new elder. This new elder then gives their previously worn band to the new 5th member of the council. Now this is where the children come in. Each council member typically has a large number of children to choose a worthy successor from. When they die, their successor will take their place on the council, while the other children will become the new councillors, personal servants, and advisors. The new councillor will then amass their own adopted children, and the cycle continues. This concludes part 1 of my Ashok videos. For the next one, I'm going to go a little more into detail about their religion, the Karo-Asa, including some of its darker sides. Before I end the video, I want to say a few things. First of all, I want to reiterate what I already said in a community post about 2 weeks ago. Thank you, every one of you, for watching my videos, for leaving nice comments, and for subscribing to the channel. 2 weeks ago I had 100 subscribers, now it's over 200. That might not seem like a lot on YouTube, but I can't stop imagining all of you sitting in one room together, listening to what I have to say, and suddenly 200 people seem like a lot. That's weirdly anxiety-inducing to me, so maybe I should stop imagining that. Anyway, thanks. Again, I can't say it enough. Alright, since I'll be recovering from surgery over the next few weeks, and I don't know how productive I'll be, I just want to show you a little thing I've been working on recently to bridge the possible video gap. This is part of Niavár's world map in 3D, the full continent of Niavár and the northern edge of Korea. Unpainted so far, but still cool nonetheless. I've spent by far the most time on Ashok, and I'm repeating myself, but I think it looks really cool. Navigating through the map in 3D just makes it feel much more real than just looking at it in 2D, you know? Oh, and this is the Crusader Kings 3 map editor, by the way. But don't think too much about what that means, because I'm totally just making a map, and nothing else at all. Right? Right?